Born on September 5th, 1951 in Forest Grove, Pennsylvania, Michael John Douglas is an American actor, director, and producer, known best for his roles in Tim Burton's 1988 film Beetlejuice and Tim Burton's 1989 film Batman. After a slight slump in the 90s and early 2000s, his career was reignited with roles in Cars, The Other Guys, and his Oscar-nominated role in Birdman. But you already knew that. So, here are 10 things you probably didn't know about Michael Keaton. Number 10. His last name comes from a Hollywood icon. And no, it's not Diane Keaton, despite rumors. When Michael first came to LA, he had to change his last name because there was already a Michael Douglas and a Mike Douglas in Hollywood. So, Michael took the last name Keaton because of his admiration for the silent film star Buster Keaton. Number 9. He studied speech at Kent State. Just like a lot of stars on these videos, Keaton tried his hand at college. For 2 years, he went to Kent State where he studied speech. But he dropped out and moved to Pennsylvania to pursue acting. Number 8. He worked as a crew member on Mr. Rogers. After moving back to Pennsylvania, Michael started work in public television, where he eventually got a job working on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood as a crew member, then as a full-time production assistant. He once said of Fred Rogers, he was basically the same off-camera as he was on. Number 7. He starred in a short-lived sitcom with Jim Belushi. After moving to Hollywood, Keaton tried his hand at stand-up comedy, but that didn't quite work out. It did, however, land him a starring role as Mike O'Rourke in the 1979 sitcom Working Stiffs, opposite Jim Belushi. The show only ran 8 episodes. Number 6. He was almost cast in Ghostbusters. It's true, Batman was almost a Ghostbuster. Maybe it was because he knew Jim Belushi, who was brothers with John Belushi, who was originally cast in Ghostbusters as well, but after Belushi's death and before Bill Murray signed on, Michael Keaton was offered the roles of both Peter Venkman and Egon Spengler, but he turned them down. Number 5. Warner Brothers received thousands of complaints over his Batman casting. That's right, even before the age of social media, nerds were complaining over the casting of their favorite superheroes. Primarily known as a comedic actor with roles in Mr. Mom and Beetlejuice, fans were remarkably upset at Keaton's casting as the brooding hero, so much so that they wrote and sent thousands of letters to Warner Brothers. Given that it was one of the biggest movies of 1989, it's fair to say their fears didn't last long. Number 4. Batman isn't the only character he's played multiple times. Keaton played Batman in 1989, then again in 1992 for its sequel. However, Batman isn't the only character he has played in multiple films. In 1997, in Tarantino's film Jackie Brown, Keaton was cast as Ray Nicoletti, an ATF agent. And in the 1998 film Out of Sight, Keaton again played Ray Nicoletti, though he was uncredited. Number 3. He loves Pennsylvania sports teams. Being from Pennsylvania, Keaton is an avid fan of their sports teams. He is frequently seen at Philadelphia Flyers games, and in his Batman contract, he had a special clause that if the Pittsburgh Pirates made the playoffs, he could go to the games. Number 2. He's a rancher. Back in the 80s, Keaton bought a 565-acre ranch in the Big Thunder area of Montana, far from the Hollywood lights, where he spends his time tweeting and fly fishing and living a quiet life with his wife. Number 1. He was originally cast as Jack in Lost. When J.J. Abrams was casting for his new TV series, Michael Keaton was cast as Dr. Jack Shepherd, who was originally going to die in the first episode. When the character was reworked to be a series regular, Keaton dropped out, and the part went to Matthew Fox instead. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this that are uploaded weekly, please hit subscribe. If there is a certain celebrity that you would like to see featured in an upcoming video, please leave their name in the comment section below.